go. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Winter's Cup. Winter Cup, I actually know. This is an Egyptian tournament hosted by Gamers Lounge. I'm CynthiaCrescent and I'm a tea addict. I'm here testing our what is this? This is fourth, the last year. This is the last losers bracket fight. It is between Team Kawai and Team Dosage, I think it was. Hold on, let me do a real quick check. Yes, it is indeed Team Dosage. They unfortunately did not properly put up their team name. But considering how Valve was mucking with the servers and lobby chats aren't working, I think this is the least of our problems. At the very least, the game started out okay, and capitalism hasn't taken over the world yet. Wait a minute. So, we're here. This should be a welcoming and fun experience as always. I say this with the least amount of sarcasm possible, so that's about 40%. Of course, let's see. Who else has advanced? Let me take a look at the brackets real quick. Wait a minute. The brackets aren't live updated. Oh well. Since the admins aren't able to be here, I gotta say that I'll try to do my best with the fact that I pretty much missed already 3 games so far today, among other things. So here we are. I just finally get into the game now after all this nonsense bullshit that I've been spouting over these years. See, Troll and X being the first ban for Team Kawai, there's actually absolutely no surprises there. Bristleback and Sniper also banned for the Radiant side. Also, no surprises. But we have an Omni Knight pick though. That's new. I mean, I say that's new. The hero is very weird. He doesn't provide any disable. He's very strong defensively, kind of like a Baden, but more team fighty and less skirmish diving kind of hero. Yeah, has more reliable defensive capabilities than offensive. So that's the thing that sets them apart. Both of them are kind of melee. Both of them are kind of based on the same hero. When they were in Dota 1, you don't see Abaddon picked up anymore though. Neither do you see Omni Knight really, but I really think Abaddon is actually a super strong hero. I just think that he needs to go through a period of rediscovery, you know, find his own diary and all that. Not. On the other hand, we have Juggernaut and AA and Lion, 3 heroes that we see quite a bit here in the Egyptian scene. I mean, outside of the Egyptian scene as well, but speaking out in context here, there really isn't that much to say about them. I'm actually quite surprised to see Omni Knight of all heroes being picked up this fast, and this early, to be honest. I mean, considering something so unpopular, I figured since there's no fear of him being picked early and no fear of him being bad, one would say that it's better to pick him later so you can swoop up another more highly probable, highly demanded hero. But well, let's see how it works out. We're seeing Slug and Storm being banned for the second picks. Of course, bans are usually just taking care of the more popular annoying heroes, so no surprises there. Also, Slug kind of beats Juggernaut. I'd like to see a PL pick, but PL destroys Juggernaut actually. This is the best hero ever. Actually also Cancer. But let's not talk about things like that right now. I don't smoke anymore, so I don't think I have the ability to talk about Cancer with a straight face. We have Silencer and a Queen of Pain as the picks. Bans for the Radiant. Silencer is one of those heroes that have been banned pretty much since like every other game, but never seen played. So I don't know how that's gonna go. Quap was played once, I think. Worked out pretty well. And Quap is an up-and-coming hero that can deal with heroes that has a lot of armor, or magic resistance, or magic immunity, or nonsense like that. Also skills, among other things. Nothing wrong with a hero like that. Especially a team doesn't seem to have the amount of disables to deal with her. On the other hand, we have a Timbersaw third pick for Radiant. Now, this is not a hero I've seen yet, I don't know, in this tournament, I think. I don't remember, but maybe I'm just terrible at remembering. It's it's hard to wrap my games around all this because there's a lot of games I'm watching, and fortunately it's hard to put a set amount, especially if this is not a ticketed event, so I don't have any official data to refer to. So bless. Rubik is the third pick for Team Kawai. It was kind of good, I guess. Any spell that you can steal from Omni-Knight Online is pretty good, except for Mana Drain, I guess. But other than that, all of the spells you can steal are pretty good so far. Perhaps not about Timbersaw, although Timbersaw Ultimate is also very good to steal. And we have Spectre as well. Spectre is the pick that pretty much tells you that this team is gonna lose the game. I mean, I say that because I've seen 2 Spectre games in this league so far. One Spectre game was picked in a pretty terrible position. He got challenged and he got destroyed. The other, he just didn't play very well. Actually, both games the Spectre didn't play very well. But at least one of them have a good reason, because he was being hunted all game by Riki of all things. It was kind of sad. But otherwise, yeah, Spectre so far has not proved to be a very good hero. Now, I'm not saying that Spectre isn't a very good hero, it's just that you really only want to pick her when you know that your lane can't be contested, or that you have, or that by focusing your enemy's focus, focusing your enemy attention onto the Spectre and pressuring her lane, you guarantee the winning lanes of your mid and your off lanes, and use that to catch up with the game, make space for the Spectre to be able to come back. That's usually how the Spectre game goes, because anybody who sees a Spectre will try their best to kill the Spectre, and that's probably a good idea. Then again, it doesn't help that all the teams that has picked Spectre so far has been visibly worse than the opponent. So even in that sense, I'm only have kind of a skewed statistics to work with. So Green Ranger is probably going to be the offlane for Team Kawai. It's now been picked up. She is not that popular hero, but I would rather her being picked, to be honest. I mean, I would like to say that she's a fun hero. She kinda is. There's a lot of things that are BS about her. All her spells seem so unnecessarily strong. Her stats are so unnecessarily strong. She's a 600 range hero with the disable and the ability to kill everything with ads. But at the end of the day, it's the fact that she's just kind of where she is right now. She's not overly strong. I think she's very strong though. She's not that strong, so it's fine for her. I like her where she is right now, especially after people started using Focus Fire more. And we see a Zeus band for Radiant. Not sure what to expect from this. I mean, I guess this kind of prevent the global strat that they may go for, because they already have AA, the Dire Enemy. But even then, I don't think they care too much about a Zeus, especially if you can beat him handily or whatever. This Shadow Fiend still being picked up if somebody wants them. I see a Tinker band of all things coming from Dire. Tinker could be a very good hero in this kind of games, just because of how immobile the enemy team can be if they don't get an early lead. I mean, the thing is, of course, Rubik and Windranger can both get blinks, and they probably will if they know what they're doing. And AA also helps to assassinate Tinker, but even then, Tinker doesn't seem to be that much of a threat. So Invoker is going to be the last pick for Radiant. I almost think that I saw this story before. With the Spectre and the Invoker. He's gonna build Sunstrike. He's gonna rush phase. Not gonna get his Midas. It's a 60-minute deals or whatever the hell. And never use Sunstrike in the game. That was my initial impression of Egyptian Invoker. And I'm saying this, oh, that sounds really bad actually, but I haven't seen him being used well yet. It's all of my games I've watched. I mean, admittedly, I haven't watched that many, just don't have time. But yeah, so Puck's going to be the mid lane, probably going to be mid lane against Invoker in this case. Invoker should have a good time, then get his levels, get his Midas and things like that. And somebody's gonna rush a lot of orchids this game. Also, I think the reliance of Dire on early game magic damage may come back to bite them if this Omni-Knight builds properly. Ah, yes, the pause, the infamous pause. Who would have thought there would be a pause? There's no Dota 2 game that is not a pause. Is it Dota? It's a Dota on Egyptian internet. Let me check the ping real quick. Ping is terrible for everyone. Yeah. Fortunately, that's just how it is. It seems like there's a good chance that Dota is fucking up. I'm not even gonna lie. With how the ping reports has been going so far, I'm not even gonna try to guess what the hell is even happening with the servers this time around. Oh my god. Tentatively so. Oh dear. Oh, DC. Well, this is it. This is it, boys. I don't know what's happening, but well, Lion reconnected, Spectre disconnected, Timbersaw disconnected, then he reconnected again. Now Spectre is reconnected. I know. If I have any predictions, I'll say Radiant will win. I don't think I've been wrong on any of my predictions just yet, but this game is a little bit different because this game is in a BO3, so it's hard to. I mean, I don't know how any of these games. I've seen Kawai play before, but I have no idea how Team Dosage played. They could be terrible, they could be godly, although they're probably not godly with the way that they ended up in the losers bracket. But even then, I hope this game will be at least somewhat close, unlike every single winners bracket game I've seen so far. Hey. Oh, are we going? Are we going? TYT? I have no idea what that means. I mean, I know what it may mean, but it's probably not that. Like how IMDb is TV. Heck, how IMDb has TV programs. What's wrong with all of you? Okay, boys, time to get the ball rolling. On the Team Dosage side, we have a Spectre, played by The Art of Devicto, or Devvisito, or whatever. We have Subject 18 playing a Lion, Duke Sloth on the Timbersaw, Fishy 1337 playing the Invoker, and Siphionic playing the Omni-Knight. The enemy team, we have Zasser playing the Asian Apparition, Bola style, whatever, playing the Juggernaut, Swagger Boyle here playing the Rubik, Puck mid played by What? Akatsuki Gojo. Sure. And Shady X on the Wind Ranger. Did I just say Wind Ranger? I mean Wind Runner. So, with that out of the way, I think we should be... Yep, game's on the way. Hopefully audio levels is good because I'm not using my usual equipment right now. Radio will probably get both bounty runes maybe? No? Yes? No. They actually didn't deny the rune. That's so sad. So each team gets the rune. I'm not sure if Invoker dying there was worth it, but I mean if he had died for the bounty rune of course. Although I don't think he will. Maybe. It's very close. I don't know if it's worth it if it was close though. Maybe he dies, he buys a TP, suicides the neutrals. Super good. The worst case, of course, he gets tossed off the cliff. So, as far as lanes go, since this is not a aggressive trial lane, I think this Radiant's gonna win now because Dire didn't go aggressive. I mean, if the Spectre builds properly, at least. Although this Lion is not doing the harassment thing very well. I disagree with all of these builds. I mean, at least for the off lane. I mean, not Timber, maybe not Timbersaw build. Timbersaw is kind of fine, but I seriously disagree with Wind Ranger's build. This is like 3 tangos worth of regen. How can you seriously stay in this lane like that? I mean, this Lion is... I mean, he's not even doing it properly, but he really shouldn't be able to stay in lane with just 3 tangos. Or, I mean... that doesn't even do much. It's actually so bad. Instead of hitting him for 2 or 3 times, you actually sucked like 80 mana from him. Mana of which he wasn't even using. But the fact of the matter is this Wind Ranger neither has boots or ring of protection. So he really should be punished, but unfortunately he's not going to be because this is a Omni Knight. But even then, if he just straight hit the Lions, I think at some point it's gonna be quite bad for him. So Spectre took Stacho Blades of Attack. I mean, Stacho is probably like a good idea because you didn't. I mean, if it were me, I would think the enemy was going for aggressive Trilon too, just because of how it goes. But otherwise, this is like a huge investment in just damage. This pretty much give up the entirety of chasing this Wind Ranger out lane. I mean Wind Runner out lane. Although she actually does not have Basilia. So maybe if this Lion just keep doing this nonsense, they'll give up eventually. Not like that though. The lane is now pushing. Oh dear. That's actually not very good. At the very least, Lion is doing something. Although I don't think the Wind Runner is doing her job properly either. Hey, she could just hit this Lion and there's nothing he could do about it. He can suck her mana and instead of running away, she could just hit him back and then he'll just die because this hero does not have boots and has 1 armor and has no regen. But whatever. So this lane is now pushing backwards because a Ranger creep died for some reason somewhere. I didn't notice. This guy with 60 damage and 4 damage spread, and Quelling Blade is not last hitting properly. So there's that problem. Oh dear, this hero. I mean, I'm not even gonna blame him for it. This hero is actually so dumb. In this case, just because of how silly this animation is sometimes. What are you doing? At least he bought a Stout Shield so he can tank creeps. They should just hit the line though. She has 3 range creep. There's actually no way the supports from Radiant can deal with it. Look at this. Look at how far they're being pushed back. So 4 now, pretty much higher than everybody else. I mean, it's expected, of course. This Omni is actually level 1. What? I mean, what is this supposed to be? Lion could just be here hitting her, but she's not. So I don't know. So movement, smoke gank, perhaps it may work, just because of how this Evoker is building QE. Hasn't even tried anything yet. Maybe he should. Maybe his Wind Ranger should be forward. When they, oh wait, no, that's a smoke gank. Mid lane, running. There's a boots on this Rubik. He's actually faster, but he's not that much faster. Should probably just push the creep wave in. Here comes the meeting. Well, almost the meeting. This could be a kill if they want to, but instead the winner. Oh, there it is. Cold snap. Yep. This should be an easy kill. Voker got it. Good job. You didn't need the Sunstrike there, but well, better to be safe than sorry. I'm not actually against doing that. He actually had a TP too. I'm not sure what this is for. I mean, I guess it's for... I actually have no idea what the TP is for. It's not like he's gonna TP anywhere to set up ganks at this rate. Not gonna need it for another 2 or 3 minutes or so. And certainly he's not the... He's gonna be the one who's ganked, not this bottom lane. This is too obvious. Jugger is farming his not last hitting. I mean, he is kind of, but I don't know. It's not. It's like what he's doing is totally wrong. It just feels weird. It just feels weird. He's also doing 1-1-3 instead of 1-1-1 stats. This is a personal preference, of course, but 1-1-1 stats usually do better. It usually does more, especially in this kind of lane that you're not hitting any heroes. You don't really want the crit too much, because crits means that it's a little bit harder to control your lane progression, or lane equilibrium is what it's called. This observer ward is still here. It pretty much still makes it this hero is safe. He's level 5 actually, but he has no mana. He should just get 6 and kill this Rubik. Oh, he should be able to anyway, because this Jugger is not 6 yet. So if he gets 6 before Jugger gets 6, kills the Rubik and TP away, that'd be the most amazing thing. But he needs to be, I don't know, 2k MMR higher than he actually is to be able to do something like that. Because he's, yeah, I know this sounds really condescending, but I mean, it's not even wrong. Wow, so weird. No, ew. Okay, good job. Win-run, so sad actually. So 6 is okay. Juggernaut is still not 6 yet. It's probably not gonna get 6 until like 2 creeps or something. Or 3 creeps at this rate. 3 creeps or something like. No, 4 creeps. Jesus, that's a lot of space that could have been made there if this Timbersaw was a little more aggressive. Puck rose at the damage. He's under wraps here. He's getting control. He's super. Well, he's not dead yet. Well, now he is, but he wasn't dead immediately, is what I'm saying. Actually, I'm not quite sure why the Sunstrike wasn't put straight on top of the enemy hero. But hey, whatever. Usually, you want Hex to initiate first because Hex can't be phase shifted, but the puck didn't even try phase shifting. So yeah. So ideally it would be Hex into Sunstrike into Impale, then you 100% hit your Sunstrike. Mid lane now. Here comes the AA. Shielding touch. It's a lot of damage. This AA has no wakes. I mean this. Wow, I mean, Invoker has no wakes, so he's dead. Forces out the TP from Rubik, just kind of walks around, still has regen, can deal with that. Not really sure who's on top at this point, because this Spectre is not farming very well, and by that I mean his own fault, as this Juggernaut is farming super well. But otherwise, it's Timbersaw, and Timbersaw is getting a lot more done than Windranger is, it looks like. That's a... Stun him! Stun him? Why? No, stun him! Wow, this guy he's playing so passive. I mean, if you could just check the enemy Omni-Knight and know that he actually has no mana. So if you just stun him and kill the Spectre, or at least force the Spectre back, that would be super good. Because look at this, like he's just pushing the creep wave in, and it means that he can't farm. The Spectre can still farm because he has a babysitter Omni-Knight, but what he really wants is to push the Spectre way back. That's a stun. Oh my. Okay. Okay, this is just... Wow. I'm not gonna berate on anybody too much, but that really shouldn't have happened. Is what I'm saying. They're just playing way too aggressive there. I mean, they both got hit by the same power shot. If Omidai didn't get hit by the power shot, he wouldn't have died. If he ran differently, then this stun wouldn't have connected, and all those nonsense. What ifs, things like that. And also, why find it very strange that this Invoker, who's gotten level 8 now, and Midas of all things, has been really trying to use his Sunstrike for much of anything. At least it's good that the Lion is getting solo XP in the middle, and his ulti will be very good against a hero like Puck, or a hero like Wind Ranger for that matter. Or actually any hero that isn't... Oh, bot lane. Here comes the slow that missed. Cold Snap didn't do much, huh? Yeah, that's the problem with QE. It's like when you use QE, you want to abuse your Medallion and your Force Spirits, but he's not doing any of that, so... I don't know what to say about this Invoker actually. He's gonna get heals now, isn't he? Yep. Oh, fighting is here. If bot Dire decides to fight, they'll die. AA is dead, super dead. Spectre forces her own haunts, and I would like her to have TP top middle there so they can actually farm this goddamn lane, but I suppose she just didn't think that went perfectly through. So as far as the game is going, it's easy to see that Dire has a major advantage, especially as long as it comes to farm. The Juggernaut is pretty farm, actually took level 2 in Blade Fury. I don't know what that's about. Oh, Omni Slash! Okay. And they just got a huge kill there, because that, even though that Timbersaw wasn't fat, he had a lot of levels, so dying for him is a lot of pain, because that gives Rubik a lot of the needed levels. What I really want is for this Dire supposed to be given a free lane. I mean, what is this Jug even doing here? Like, he can farm jungle, and nobody's farming jungle, so why not just AFK and go to jungle? Let the supports farm the lane. I mean, the Timbersaw is super hard, but you kind of have to do it, because otherwise you're just losing way too much from it, because nobody is farming it nearly as fast as somebody like him could. So why not take advantage of it? Technically, you're losing more gold by not farming jungle than by farming jungle, even if your AA cannot stay in lane and just soak ASP because Timbersaw will kill him. Even then, it's better for the AA to just sit there and do nothing than for the Juggernaut to stay in the lane. It's a really unintuitive thing to think about, but you just have to accept that with a little bit of math. You can pretty much figure everything out. Here comes the TP by Lion. He does not have enough mana for Hex, for ulti and any spell that is not Hex. But okay, he's gonna have his mana very soon. He still doesn't have it. I would actually be very surprised if this Chuck could die here. He does have 3 levels in Blade Fury. Wow, he's not taking any stats at all. I completely disagree with this. Buying Mask Up Metas and not taking stats is really risky. Okay, that's a blink. Calls only one person, but this Omni is dead. Spectre is probably fine. Or not. Does not have any TP. Thought he did actually. Here comes the Timbersaw. May get 1 kill. And return. Yep. Should be easy enough. They can't stay here like this. Timbersaw has Soul Ring. He can kill both of them if he sticked around, or he bought a stick. Bot lane, top lane. Oh yeah, spin TP, too easy. Sunstrike's not gonna work on things like that. That was super close. That really shouldn't have been that close, to be honest. With stats. Okay, now the AA is taking solo lane XP. Very good. Rubik is 6. Very good. She wanna spell something. Steal something. She steal anything. Not this though. Well, Timbersaw has a lot of mana. They don't want to be like. They don't want to be here right now. I mean, well, this is gonna be very painful. At the very least, this Lion has no mana left and he's gonna die. So I thought he was... Well, I just thought he had more mana, actually. Oh! Spectre! It's running in the trees. This guy has Blink, but he's not using it. Dead Spectre. I'm not sure what the stun was there for, but I was safe. So the other team was winning as I expected, apparently. I thought the Spectre was going to be enough of a factor because she's going to get her early farm, but she played terribly. Instead of getting boots and PMS, she rushed 3000 gold straight to Relic instead, which is pretty much extremely terrible. There's actually no way around it. No boost Spectres is actually so bad. It doesn't even matter if you get like a 2 minute earlier Sacred Relic, because you lose so much more by not having boots. And she's died 3 times. And I'm damn sure at least one of those times she would have escaped if she just bought boots instead. Or PMS actually. I mean, look at this. What is this? She can't even last hit creeps because her stats are so bad. And she doesn't have PMS. It's actually the only reason. It's just so strange to think about it. But, well, Sunstrike is used. Yeah, he's safe now. But we get back. And heal. Get a Midas. Eventually. Sugar is getting a Meta Style, seems like. Meta Style isn't bad. It never really is bad. It's just you don't need it this fast. Bot lane now. Seems like a kill they may need. This lion still has Hex. This lion actually still has Hex, but she would rather use level 1 mana drain instead. I don't get it. I actually just do not. Oh well. Jugger. Sunstrike. Wow! Kill it! Why are you even running? Oh, what? That's the weirdest thing ever. And now he's running back. Does this Timbersaw has any mana left? He does. Just try and kill him. At least force out something. I mean, he can't kill you. I mean, you should know that. I mean, the Timbersaw, I mean. I should check his mana. This Observer, though. Frozen Celestial Observatory. Okay. Here comes a Smoke Gank. They're in range. Here comes a Blink from Puck. That missed. This guy's dead. I know. Ay! Oh, AA ultimate. Very good. Got 2 kills from 5 kills of the Invoker as well. Timbersaw is there. He does not have enough mana. He's still under AA blast effect. And the Puck finishes him off. Really didn't think that was supposed to happen, but unfortunately the Omni Knight had no mana left. I don't know why. I don't know where all his mana went, but he didn't have any left. So he got punished super hard for it. Now Jugger is just creep skipping like he should. He's gotta get this tower. Now he's backing off? What? This is so weird. It's like if you're playing a hero like Juggernaut with Mask of Madness build, what you should think of is what hero on the enemy team can kill me. And there's 2 of them, or well, 3 of them. This Lion and this Timber bot lane. This Wind Ranger, she sees the Spectre, I guess. That he missed that. Don't know why he did. Instead of just walk forward and hit him to death. He actually has no health. Oh, this is a relic. 18-minute relic, even though you rushed it. I'm pretty sure that's your own fault. So at least he hasn't died once more. But yeah, Juggernaut. Take notes. He can die by Lion, Timbersaw, Invoker, and if you have Spin, you die to nothing. So at least that's something good to keep in mind. See where the other heroes are, and you actually can't die to them. Just because of what kind of hero your hero is, I guess. Look at this. He's spinning, for God's sake. He's spinning to try and kill these creeps, but he takes more damage by spinning them by just straight down hitting them. His spinning is actually so bad. I mean, you want to use it, you have to use it to be aggressive. Take at most 2 levels, if you're gonna build Mask of Madness, because you need the stats. You actually just have to get the stats. You actually got the Sanj and Yasha as well, which I mean, I know I get saying Yasha sometimes on Jugger, but it's not usually for a good idea. Oh my god, Timbersaw, he's gonna get initiated, but here comes the line. One pretty good start, A ultimate completely off the mark. Here comes the return shotgun from Rubik. Ulti from line, do a lot of damage to Puck, but he's not dead. Yep, A on the backside, but the Maelstrom freaking Wind Ranger is doing too much damage. The ulti from Omnight came down a little bit too slow there. Timbersaw's already dead before he uses, and he just had nothing left. Oh my. His tower is dead too, they're just running over. What's this? This is self-heals. And no detection. That was weird. That was super weird, because he could just use the Winner and run away, and he would probably be safe anyway, but he decided to use himself instead. So if the pup was there with the silence, he would just died. But the enemy wasn't very fast with their fingers. That's how did what? Oh my, that just happened. There's nothing to say about things like that. It happens. I'm not gonna blame him for it. I mean, obviously his fault that such a mistake was made, but it's just hilarious. It's actually just too hilarious. Alright, is there anybody else here? Timber is still trying to get his Bloodstone. We'll get there eventually. There's actually no hope left for this Omni Knight. But if the Spectre gets Radiance within the next 5 minutes or so with boots, there's still a very good chance that they can win this game if the Juggernaut doesn't get out of control. And I'm not sure why he's not killing Rosh, but he's not killing Rosh. Why? What is... Wait, did he have a Quelling Blade before? I remember him having a Quelling Blade before. Or was that somebody else that I forgot? But if he had a Quelling Blade before, it would definitely be a mistake to sell it. Oh boy. What? What? Wait, what? What is this communication? Is Puck gonna blink in? No. Call silence on 1. Wow, that's good. Okay, immediately dying the Omni Knight. This is also a dead Timber, so here comes Haunt ultimate, but there's no Radiance yet. AA ultimate doesn't even need to hit anything because everything overall is already dead. AA is here. He's gonna get solo killed by the Invoker up top. Blink in by Wind Ranger, no stun on her. She also refuses to use Wind Run to dodge damage. But I guess... Okay, finally this Jack is now killing the Rush. He still doesn't have Culling Blade though. Ah yes, Radiant Spectre, finally. After you use Hunt, got 80 seconds of pretty much nothing. At least now you had 900 gold. I mean health. That does something, right? Not gonna lie, it doesn't really do anything. They need Axe though. So Wind Ranger, okay, that's slow missed. So for one thing. I mean, it's not even that bad that they missed. At least it was a good try, because if you wait for the enemy to drop down from the Yules, then she would probably be too fast for your dagger to catch up on time. So if you preemptively shoot the dagger, you can hit him just as the Wind Runner is landing. So that's not that bad. However, he missed, so it turned out to be disaster. Ah well. AI is actually rushing Ags. Actually has no levels whatsoever. Level 9. Also, nothing but Axe components. This is not even that good. Axe is actually not that good an item before you finish it. I mean, after you finish it, it's amazing, but usually they want something else. So they're not gearing up for a push. This is good because they know the Haunt is down and Juggernaut has Aegis, so if they can get a pressure and force the enemy to react, then they could do very well for themselves. Healing Word is super preemptive, it seems though. Doesn't really do anything actually. Now they don't have it for high ground anymore. It's immediate smoke, and they're pretty sure they smoked under Word. So Spectre should be fine. She's just TP home. Yes. Why does the... What the hell is any of this? I don't know. Why do I see... I guess this is a spectator thing? Sure. Why not? So Aegis is still here. It still makes a lot of sense for them to keep pushing. Not sure what the Puck is trying to do here though. I mean, the fact that he's here means that his team can't push anymore. I mean, it sounds nice that he's defending the lane. I don't think it causes what it is. Such miscommunication. Now he has to walk way back up top. If Radiant wipes them now because they're playing 4 versus 5, it would be hilarious. They can too because of Spectre. Spectre should go somewhere else. Really squishy still 900 HP, literally the same. And she was taken 2, huh? Taken 3 now. Wow, it's a lot of burst. I'm not sure if that's the correct thing to do though. Instead of getting Yos or Shivas or Hex or whatever. Well, they're pushing every lane at least. I may get his axe soonish. They see this timber saw. The silence. Stun. Does not hit. But he's dead. That's too much burst damage. Axe is gonna be present on AA. He's probably bringing it now. Why is he not bringing the axe? Is he bringing it? What? That's some serious miscommunication. AA could have got axe and just kept getting back and forth. They got the same team for God's sake. It's like a puck game. So it seems like Juggernaut is trying to get his Scatty, which is fine, but then he shouldn't go to this anyway. He should go here because it's quicker. Going forward, there's some damage, but the healing word is undoing most of it. There's a lot of pings onto it, but yeah, the Force Spear is a little late to the party. Here comes the initiation. Lions immediately dies. Here comes the ultimate from Spectre. It's actually doing so much damage. Holy Christ! Juggernaut is burning into the reef. She just did not TP in. She's just running forward. That's the Omi ulti, but she still dies to the Maelstrom damage of all things. Here comes Timbersaw though. He got the 1 kill on the Rubik. However, he's taking too much damage. Puck on the other side, killing everyone else. Oh my. Oh my, this is too much itemization. No, run. Oh no. Yeah. That's so totally not worth. But since they weren't alive, it didn't got awarded to anything. Come to the very late buyback, but Aegis was expanded, so that's a dead Juggernaut actually. This puck has no mana. Kill her! Run, babies! Nope. Oops. But look at that change. 2,000 gold swing. Easy kill. So the Jug couldn't have. Yeah, there's the problem right there. The AA got the axe, but the Jugs didn't get the Scatty. Tragic day. Why does it stick in his inventory? What? Why did he just take the regen rune? What? What even just happened there? Oh my god. Oh, I mean, I have joked about miscommunication earlier, but what? Also, the Spectre just bought a Vanguard. What? That's the worst thing I've seen. 30-minute Vanguard on a Spectre. Oh my god. Who already has Radiance, for God's sake. The Vanguard actually does nothing. It actually is worse than doing nothing because it means that he will have to buy another Vitality booster if he wants to get the heart. Oh buddy. Oh buddy. Okay, Axe is up on Jugger. He's going full stats now. It's weird because if he just took stats earlier, this wouldn't have happened. But yeah. Volker is getting his axe. What did you say? Axe? No, I mean Necronomicon. Well, either Necro or Treads. But he's getting Treads. Okay, that's fine too, I guess. Gives him a little bit of bulk. It's quite slot efficient since he doesn't have a boots upgrade anyway. Here comes the push. Jug is spinning. I like to say that this split for remaxing is still not doing anything. Here comes the ultimate from Spectre. I don't know if they should be like this. Omina immediately dies. Where's the repel? I don't think it got on anybody. Lion is dead. Omnislash going through the enemy team. Heals on the Invoker. But I think that Millstrom has killed Spectre. Instead, Timbersaw turns around trying to do whatever he can, but he's just dead. Lifting up on TPing with Invoker. He's isolated. He's brought down. Level 5 Dagon doing work. Godlike on this puck. 9 to 12. So Dire won, as I expected. But it wasn't because of the Spectre like I expected. I mean, it was partially because of the Spectre. It wasn't solely because of the Spectre like the last few games I've seen. I don't expect them to give up though. I mean, yeah, Farian. Omni went level 3. Did he even repel anything? That fight? I didn't even see anybody being repelled. The puck just jumped him and he just died. Oh dear. Dead Rex. Dead second set of Rex, I mean. They may get now, they can't get a third one because of tier 2, but it's not like they can. It's like Dire can do anything, Radiant can do anything about it. Actually, Lion still has ulti. He died before he could use it. Omni is just taking so much damage. Oh, buddy. And the fact that Dire lost no one means that there isn't any even hope or comeback, because if they just play a little bit safe and split farm for like a few minutes after this rush, they easily win this game just by the sheer amount of not sucking as much. Where's the AOT? He just shoot it, right? Yeah, he just shot it. Where did it go? I actually have no idea. Oh, he had hit the Spectre. Okay. Spectre is still negatively degenning, but I don't think she'll care for it too much because this game is over. This game is actually super over. What I'm surprised by is the fact that they're backing off now, even though they have all their ultimates and Aegis, the Dire, I mean. So they're just pushing the advantage. I mean, what exactly does backing off? I mean, they actually see the enemy team. What are they even doing? Why are they AFKing? They're just waiting for the courier? Sure, I guess that makes sense. Jugger not farming enemy woods. Oh, okay, now he's farming enemy woods. Oh, he's not anymore. What is happening? What is he doing? What is this walk? What? I'm so confused. What's a Shadow Blade? I don't comment on it because I'm pretty sure that they think they won already and they don't need to care about the item builds anymore, which I'm inclined to agree. Windrunner has a BKB, has a plate mail on this puck. So you know, you kind of know how this game is going, pretty much just by that. Rubik has a blink, working on Force Staff. Asian Apparition has Ags, working on Yields. Should have Yields pretty soon, actually. Oh, initiation! They found a Lion. Lion needs to buy back right now. Why? What? I don't even know what he's waiting for. Okay, he bought back. Good job. Ah, repel. Finally, is here. Unfortunately. Oh, very nice ulti from Omni, but this Timbersaw didn't get caught by the Omni. He's dead. Oh yeah, he gets killed first though. That's a lot of gold being given up, but this is sheer amount of out farm that the Dire has means that they're just winning this game, I think. Just on the sheer fact of that, there's a lot of damage being dealt by this Invoker though. Puck is dead. Windranger is not gonna die here. Juggernaut is in the middle enemy team with a Shadow Blade. He's cooling down 2 seconds, so he's gonna be fine. You can just farm this creep whip. I mean, it's not like there's anything that the enemy can do about it. At least they defended. At least. Yasha now on Spectre. Blink almost on Lion. Almost. Timbersaw has 3 charged Bloodstone now. So Midas Invoker is still yet to be competently used. And or make Omni is trying to get his make at least. He's struggling against these creeps though. No, I didn't. I mean, he has 2 sentry wards on him. I mean, I know that that's cute and all, but what are you even using it for? Just drop it and take the goddamn recipe. Wow, negative degen, frostbitten. Actually, his. Oh wow, that frostbite lasts so long. Jesus. Okay, he should get a buckler and replace it with one of the wards. Oh my god, he has 5 armor and 5 armor aura, but he decided to keep it in for the ward, which he's not using. Also, Spectre just got picked up. What? Wow, that's too far. Windrunner just easily soloed him. That much problems. His Kiro does so much damage, it's actually ridiculous. Please, for love of God, Omni, put a sentry down and take your buckler. Please. I'm dying over here. No, well. There's no buyback on this Spectre. Doesn't even have cooldown for it anyway. 50 seconds. This game is over. Windrunner just ulted this tower. This tower's gonna die. I think. Pick up the puck with the Shivas. Not doing a lot of damage, but Timbersaw is super dead. And AOT kill up line on the backside with the Juggernaut ultimate. Oh my. It's a massacre 9-5. And Walmart is swept. Oh well. Game was not close. Tragic.